Hey, Wayne here, and today I'm going to make oxtail stew, which is not actually ox. It's from the old days. It used to be ox, but now it is cow tail stew. So that is what I'll be making, and before I get the meat cooking, I like to make these little seasoned bags up myself. It's a little bit of flour, a little bit of accent, a little bit of ground pepper, some garlic salt, and a little bit of cornstarch. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to not measure because I just don't care to do it. So I'm going to grab this cup here. I'm going to grab some flour. You know, I'm just going to shake it up in here so what doesn't stick to the meat. You know, what you need will stick to the meat. What you don't need will just fall off. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of this inside the bag. Some garlic salt. Later, I'll probably do a little bit more in the pot when it's almost done cooking for a little bit more seasoning. But for right now, I'm just going to throw some in. I didn't get too much. The lid didn't want to stay open. I'm going to throw some pepper in. And a little bit of cornstarch. I'll use this again. Oh, that'll probably be enough for 2 bags. So I'm going to do a little bit here. And like I said, I'm going to do some accent. Okay, so now that I've got all that put together and I've got some of it on me, now I'm going to take the meat and let's grab something real quick. Okay, so now I am going to grab some of the meat with the tongs and put it in. Now keep in mind that when you buy oxtail at the market or any store really, I've noticed that they put all the big pieces and maybe 1 or 2 small pieces in one bag, and then in another container they will put some small pieces in. So all the small pieces, like 1 or 2 of the bigger pieces in. So you might want to get 2 bags and keep an eye on it. So there's 1 bag done, and that is what I'm going to put into a hot pan of oil. Now I'm going to get another one ready. I like using these 1-gallon Ziploc bags. These freezer bags are the best for this. So there you go. There are now 2 packs of meat ready to go into the fryer. So let's get over to the pot. Okay, so while the oxtail is simmering, I'm going to cut a couple of chilies up and put them in with the stew. So I like a little spice. What can I say? I use 1 green and 1 yellow when I do this. I just like the taste of the 2, so it's no big deal. Do whatever you want. This will boil away, but you'll be left with some good taste, so a little bit of spice. So I like to do it. This is a huge onion. Look at the size of this thing. Next, we're going to want to peel some carrots. Look at the size of this carrot. This thing is huge.
That's what she said.
Just like that onion. Everything's big around here. Be quiet or I'm going to cook you too. So as you can see, we like our carrots nice, big, and thick. So I don't chop them up very small. I leave them pretty much on the big side there. And I'll just throw those into the stew about a half hour before the stew is ready. So I'm gonna let the stew cook for a little longer. Then I'll be dumping these in with the onions and potatoes, which I still need to chop up. So I will be right back. I cannot do a third. Okay, I'm back with the potatoes. I washed them up. We like to leave the skin on, so I'm still gonna cut them up, but I'm just gonna make them a little bit smaller, not too much smaller, so just a little bit. Okay, so we're at the home stretch, and before I put the carrots and potatoes in, I'm gonna mix a little cornstarch and some water to thicken it up. Thicken up the sauce in the stew, because once I put all that in, it's gonna be a little hard to mix up. So let's add some water to this. And stir it up. And then I will go pour this into the stew and add the meat and add the potatoes and carrots. Hey, guess what, Mill? I can't fit the potatoes in here. Come here.
Take some carrots out.
I'm going to transfer to another pot.
Yeah, do we have a bigger pot?
Yeah, remember that big tall one?
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it under this same place right here?
Should be underneath, yeah.
Well, that's kind of screwy.